and what a great day to sew something wonderful. I'm Kia with Kia B.
And this is Tech Guy in the Hive.
And welcome to Flosstube. We're so excited to be back with you today for another week of Flosstube. We've been very busy in the Hive with quilting and with cross stitch, and so we have a lot to talk to you about and a lot, just a lot of updates. A lot of updates. So something we didn't talk about with our last Flosstube that we meant to, we had some special guests in the Hive. I can't even talk. Guests in the Hive. And we had such a great time. So we went to StitchCon. Welcome to 2019.
Hi, StitchCon.
And I met Jen Lee, who y'all may know her as Quirks and Stitches on Instagram and on Flosstube. And she is just a lovely, lovely human being. Like, she's incredibly sweet. Yes. And so we met her and her mom, Cindy, at StitchCon. And we really got to connect with them in the late night stitching room. And so it was just so much fun. And a few days after she got back from StitchCon and we were kind of back home and settled, she had posted on Instagram that her husband was wanting to attend Gen Con, which is a humongous board gaming conference. One of the largest, would you say, in the country?
Tabletop in North America.
In North America, okay.
North America.
So it's all tabletop board games. And that is not far from us at all.
Nope.
Like, within driving distance.
Or a Lyft distance.
Or Lyft or Uber distance. And so I had reached out and I was like, Jen, we live like not far away at all. And so she's like, oh my goodness, would you want a roommate for a few days? Yeah. So we had, worked out some details and decided that Brandon kind of wanted to come and meet us first, that way it wasn't like weird.
We met Jen and then we met Cindy, but we haven't met Brandon yet.
Yes. And so Jen's like, well, it's just a couple of weeks away. Is there a time that maybe Brandon and I could come down on a weekend and just kind of hang out? And so they came down, not last weekend, but the weekend before. And we went on a date night, which we don't get to do very often. And so we got a sitter, which never happens. And our wonderful friends took care of our kids. And we went on a date. We went to 2 different breweries.
Yep.
And just kind of like hung out and had a really, really fun time with Jen and Brandon. They stayed the night. And then kind of left the next morning. But it was just a really good time of visiting. And they're such fun people. And so we were very blessed by that visit. And then Brandon just came. He was here. He got here Wednesday afternoon and was here until today, Sunday. So it was a really, really fun time. When he got here, he had gone and done all of the things. He was actually working Gen Con. He was demoing some board games for who?
Some games. I think it's Pandasaurus Games.
What did I say?
I don't know. I was trying to think of the manufacturer of the game, so I wouldn't. Oh. Thank you for putting me on the spot.
Sorry. So who was it again?
I think it's Pandasaurus Games. If I'm wrong, Brandon, correct me in the comment box.
Yeah. And so, I don't know, it was, so he went and did all that stuff, and then he came back, or he got all his badge and everything, and then he came back and he's like, well, I had some things to drop off, and so I wanted to come back before I have my meeting this evening. So he was here for all of 10 minutes. But you guys, he dropped off some wonderful gifts from Cindy and Jen, and they worked incredibly hard. So we wanted to kind of start our Flosstube showing you these gifts because part of them is our whips. So first off, she included a sweet card that just said, thank you for opening up your home to Brandon while he was working Gen Con, and that, it was just a really sweet little card. Anyway, and so I got a project bag that is all bees. It's so absolutely adorable. It says, love our bees, plant flowers, make honey, not war, make a buzz, save our bees, HRH Queen Bee. And so it was super duper cute. Cindy makes these project bags and they're absolutely adorable. And then inside was a project, and they included absolutely everything you need to make the project.
They kitted up this project.
So I have some size 26 John James needles, which if you've been following us through Mania, you know that I tried John James needles size 24 and did not love them through Mania. And so I use these 26. I've been working with them all week since Brandon's been here, and I've like found my new favorite needle. 26 is like where it's at for me. I love it.
I only laugh because I'm still using the same needle I started with.
He is.
I don't know what size it is.
Last week he thought he lost it. Oh. It was like panic, you guys. Okay, and inside she included twisted threads. I almost said twisted stitcher.
Hi.
Twisted sister is what I almost said. Anyway, it is Twisted Threads Spelling Bees, and it is this absolutely cute pattern, adorable pattern. And Cindy included the sweetest note in here that said she bought this chart years ago when she was teaching. She thought that I might really enjoy it since I'm homeschooling. And so I just absolutely love this. And then we got one of the extremely well-known Jen Lee floss cards, where it's labeled with your project and all the DMC hanging that you need. And so she included all of that, and then she included some really amazing cloth that I will share with you during WIPs.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I got that one. And, I mean, if that wasn't enough, she also brought me a scent bottle of wine with Brandon that is from their hometown, or awesome. The town that they live in, which was super sweet. I can't throw that down because I need it again.
Yep.
Okay, then, you guys, just the sweetest. Amazing. The sweetest. She made 3 project bags for our boys. And they're all Marvel. And inside of them, for the 2 older boys, was a 24 pack of crayons, a Marvel coloring book, and a pack of Marvel stickers. So that was for the older 2 boys. And then for the youngest, she included a coloring book that had the jumbo crowns in it, and then a separate pack of stickers as well. So, I mean, the kids just thought they were so awesome, and like, it held our 4-year-old's attention for 20 minutes, ready for him to color.
Which is a lot.
Which is a lot for him. So we're going on a trip this week, and they immediately said, Mom, can we take these with us? Yes, you can. And so, guys, like, project bags for kids, that's so amazing.
It's awesome.
Cindy and Jen are just so thoughtful. And so, do you want to show your bag?
Yes. So, I've already moved.
You almost elbowed me in the face.
Didn't mean to. So, I've already kind of moved things around, but I was super stoked. I saw her bag, and I saw the boys' bag, and I was, like, floored, right?
Yes.
And, just another reminder that this community is awesome. And,
absolutely.
You know, we generously just opened our house because someone in this community needed a place to stay. And it was just an awesome experience. So
it was so fun.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So,
and it's really helpful. So here's the story of kind of how we came to know who Jen Lee was and Brandon. One of our very first floss tubes back in the end of March, beginning of April.
Yep.
I said, if any of you guys know some things that tech guys should stitch, comment down below. And one of you lovely people said, oh, you should watch Jen Lee at Quirks and Stitches. Her husband, Brandon, stitches. So I went on my own, because he wasn't doing anything with stitching yet. I went on my own and I watched that. And I was like, everything Brandon is stitching is everything Nathan would stitch. His all-time favorite game is Zelda. Star Wars stuff. Like, I can't even... All the things. All the things. And the more Brandon talked, the more I was like, they are identical people. Even bald with beards. And I thought it was hilarious. So I texted him at work and I was like, on your lunch break today, you have to watch this one. And he texted me and he's like, where do you find all these patterns? I want them all. And so we went to StitchCon and I saw Jen in the late night room and I was like, hey, our husbands are twins. And Cindy came up to us maybe the next night or the night after that. And she was like, so I hear that you guys are, what did she say? I hear that you guys are twins or something like that. And she said, Jen's always wanted a sister. And so it was just really comical. So we knew that we knew, like, we were all going to get along so well. Like, Jen's wine drinker, beer drinker. You know, like, they love board games and video games and all the things. And so we knew it would be like a super good fit.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was weird. And that's the thing about meeting Flosstubers or other YouTubers in general. You go and you like see this person. We talked a little bit about this when we first met, Just Keep Stitchin'.
Yep.
And we talked about this a little bit. Like, it's like you sit down with that person. It's like you already have a relationship, but you don't. It's so strange.
Debbie from Snug Harbor Crafts said that when we first met her at StitchCon. She was just so
She kept
warm.
grabbing her face and she kept going, guys, this is just so surreal. I just can't even.
If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. Snug
Debbie
Harbor,
and Keph. Yes.
At Snug Harbor Crafts. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
They're just genuine people, and, you never know in this world. And what you see here is what you get in life. And it's not... It's like this when the cameras are off, the lights are off, we're just kind of roaming around with our kids and things like that. Like, these are genuine people that just sit in front of the camera and talk about Flosstube.
Yeah.
And they're great people.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. I cut you off. Your project bag.
Rabbit hole. So
Cindy made him... That's not going to focus.
I know, but I just want to show... I know there's a comment saying, hey, I don't know what this is. It's Link. It's just amazing.
Is Link Zelda?
No, Zelda's the princess.
But is Link from Zelda?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Purple front. Just amazing.
So awesome.
No offense to Kia and her amazing talent on her project bags. I dropped it. I'm using this one.
Yeah. He was like, are you going to be mad if I like totally switch everything over to this one?
So I'm using it right now. So of course, excited. I too get a chart of Santa Mario.
You can't show it.
I can't show it because it's all on the chart. Santa Mario. My kids are biting.
Say that slowly so everybody can hear it.
Santa Mario.
So it's Mario from Mario Brothers.
With a Santa hat.
With a Santa hat.
Yes.
Because everybody's probably going to go, what's Santa Mario?
What's Santa Mario?
Okay.
And of course I get my own Jen Lee floss card, which I'm super
Those
special.
are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are so cool.
And then I think...
Was there anything else? You got John James needles. Oh, and the fabric you got is really cool.
Girl. Where is it?
Is it right under there? Is it under there?
Yes.
The fabric he got is, I think we figured out, let's see. So
it
just
is 14 count white silver Aida.
Oh, yeah. So it's white silver, so your needles are in there too. They're going to fall out.
Sorry.
Don't you lose those needles.
No.
So it actually has, you won't be able to see it here on camera, but it actually has like little silver specks in it,
Snug.
which do not rub off on your hands like at all.
Amazing.
Which is so cool. And so that'll make really pretty Christmas ornaments.
Yes, I will get on that as soon as I can. So thank you, Jen. Thank you,
Cindy.
Brandon, and thank you, Cindy.
Yes.
For the
Thanks,
hard
Brandon,
work.
for staying. It was so fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We watched Forge and Fire like almost every night.
Yeah. Hot Ones.
We watched Hot Ones. So it
was a lot of fun.
It was a great experience.
Yeah. Brandon quickly learned that I do not know the difference between right and left. He was trying to help me assemble a light that I had bought Tech Guide, which now I have taken over. It's a knot light that clamps, it's a C-clamp to whatever surface you're using, and then it's huge and it's extra wide. So I was really excited because if you've been following us on Instagram, you know that our living room, sometimes where I stitch, is super dark. So I was really excited to find this Ott light for only $40. And I was trying to put it together, and Brandon said, oh, here, you need to try and unscrew the right one. And I tried to unscrew the left one, and he quietly, so nice, he quietly goes, it's your other right.
Thank you, Brandon.
Anyway, so it was a really great time. We just wanted to kind of start out with that because I want to show off those amazing project bags and how adorable they are.
They're awesome. And everyone at work is jealous of it too.
Yes.
So it's just, it's just an amazing experience. We didn't do that to get things, and we were just trying to help other people out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so let's lead right into WIPs. Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yes. So I'm going to go first this time because I'm not a monogamous stitcher anymore.
Oh, wait. I need to say this. I forgot. When we did our Flosstube last week, somebody said that I was one of us was fidgeting with something. It was me. I don't remember what I was fidgeting with, but I was incredibly nervous to film last week. And so I was sitting here with my hands down and I was fidgeting with something, and our microphone is on the table right in front of us. And I forget that it picks up every single thing. So I apologize. There were some comments last week that said, like, what were you fidgeting with? Because that's like, I kept thinking there was somebody behind me or something behind me.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. That was my fault. It's because I'm sitting here fidgeting right now. It's because I was fidgeting with something, and that was...
I'm going to do my best to kind of take that out of the audio. Thank you, Kia, for letting me know now. So I am not a monogamous stitcher anymore.
Adults now.
I don't know how many people you just angered.
Why?
Because there's a lot of people that are monogamous stitchers.
That's true. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I should not have said that. I should say, yay, I'm so glad you're not a monogamous stitcher anymore. I actually am so glad.
I don't know if that's even better. So, tell me in the comment box below. Like, I picked a really big project on the last couple of days, and when I say couple days, like 4 days before our stitch along ended for July, and I'm like, I'm trying to get this done. I think I can get it done. It's like going through the buffet line, and your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Well, my project was bigger than the time that I was allotted. So, Sue Hillis Designs, amazing. I had a great time stitching her stuff, but this is what I finished with. So, need the tire, need the stars. I'm almost there. Probably about less than 5 hours left in this, but I did enjoy doing this. On my Instagram post, I just said, hey, it's not goodbye, it's see you later. Because I do enjoy doing this, and of course, the completist in me, I have to go back to it. So I think, just take a break, and I now understand a little bit more why people do starts.
Yeah.
It's a fresh start. It's something different. Things like that. So it'll be pulled out probably, as soon as the next couple weeks, probably in a month, and just finish it and get it done.
And do you want to tell our viewing audience who we get to see on Wednesday?
Sue Hillis.
We get to go to Keepsakes. I know. So she had reached out, or not she had reached out, she had commented she stayed up to date with our Sal. And she had commented on my
jealous.
Sal that she loved it, and that she really thinks I should get the Halloween
truck
next that's like got the skeletons and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be at Keepsakes next week. And she said, so then we switched over to private messaging, and she said, let me know when you're here and I want to come over. So we get to go shop with her on Wednesday for a little bit.
She's just such a sweet lady. And
she's phenomenal. She's so amazing.
We've met her several times now, several times. It was like one StitchCon several days in a row. I consider that several times we've met her. And just meeting someone that's designed something and then you're stitching it.
Yes.
Like right before we started and then right after we finished. I think it's a phenomenal timing.
Oh, yeah.
Great timing.
Yeah.
So my next whip, let me see if I have it. Oh, it's right here. So I started Owl Forest, Emerald City. Karen, you did me in. So,
Karen, if you guys remember, Karen is one of our table mates from StitchCon.
Man,
she's incredible. We love her and Marsha. We loved all of them. I'm not going to name them all because I'm going to accidentally forget somebody. But we loved all of them. And Karen was working on Emerald City. And so was Debbie wanted to start Emerald City at StitchCon.
Yes. So we were done I was done shopping at StitchCon.
Ask him. Never mind. I was going to say ask him who spent more money at StitchCon.
So I'm fighting over my 17 by 17 Q snap, and Karen's sitting right directly in front of me at this round table, and I'm like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? And she flipped it around, and she's like, oh, it's Owl Forest, Emerald City. I'm like, my mother-in-law loves Wizard of Oz. We do too, just because of association with my mother-in-law. So I'm like, awesome, I want to do that. She's like, yeah, just pick it up at their website. It's free.
Yeah.
It's a free download.
It is. And it's a stitch along, so only like certain amounts of it come out each month. But it's on there right now and it ends in November and you can get all of the previous months. So we just do that.
So what I did, I'm like, well, the chart's free, right? So we can splurge on the materials. And she allowed me to get fancy floss.
I told you guys he was grounded from fancy floss for a little bit.
Ooh, guys and girls, like super excited. So just for a couple hours together, last night and today.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see it. I started on Dorothy's house.
Do you see it there at the bottom?
So
we can't show you a picture of it because he's using it on the iPad 1, and when you go to print it out, it doesn't actually print out a full picture. So this is Joblin Aida, which we're confused, and I've talked to Steph about this at Keepsakes. It's a witch-elt fabric called Summer Sky. And it says it's a Joblin Aida, but it's 14 count either way. Joblin Aida doesn't exist. I mean, it obviously does because Witchelt has something named that. But I'm not sure quite what it is. But that's what it's called. Joblin Aida by Witchelt in the color Summer Sky. And that's exactly what it looks like. It's like Simpsons clouds. It's so cool. And we thought for Wizard of Oz, it's perfect.
Yes. So it's been a phenomenal stitch. I love it.
Yeah.
Want to get it caught up before November, obviously. And hopefully do special things for this project.
Yeah.
That I have in mind.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, girl, what's that needle minder you got on there?
Oh. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug right here. His amazing wife.
Made. Okay, so this
You're not going to be able to see it.
No. So last night, I have one of my needle minders, and I'm like, now I know why people have so many needle minders. I need one to match with my project.
This is so funny.
So the one I had, I actually do love, and I picked it up because I'm like, I want to use it. But this one, she made a needle miner out of the Tin Man. You can't even see, so don't.
So if you remember last week, part of my haul was that I got that Dorothy's Journey fabric from Riley Blake. It is a brand new release. I'm loving it so much. And so I fussy cut a little circle out of it, just the Tin Man's face, and did a fabric covered button and glued some magnets to the back and made a needle minder. So
yes,
super cute.
So if y'all are interested in a conversion chart, I can post it on my Instagram. But we pulled not just from one manufacturer, from a couple. So if you guys are interested, comment below and I'll put it on my Instagram.
Yeah, Susan over at Keepsakes.
Oh, Susan
helped us get all the threads together. It was great. She pulled all the DMC for us and then sat with us during StitchCon, during the crazy, and pulled fancy floss and the colors that we needed.
I'm going to call her the color whisperer because she is great.
Yeah.
And that's an understatement.
She's awesome. I hope she's there this week.
I hope she is there.
Okay, so is that all your whips?
I think that's all my whips right now.
Okay. So like he said, we wrapped up our Christmas in July sale, which was hashtag in the hive for the holidays. And so I was almost there. Almost. So this is how far I got on my truck.
Looks great.
And like I said, I was almost there. So.
But how many hours do you think left in it?
Oh, maybe less than 5, probably.
Less than 5.
Yeah. So I'll put this away and it'll be fine. And I still have all my floss on the ring, and that way it's just ready to go whenever I'm ready to pick it back up. So, and I've just been keeping everything in my stitching is my cardio bag from Fat Quarter Shop, in my bonnet. And so everything for our Sal is right in there.
Absolutely.
So that I can just grab that and go. Okay, my other whip, I did not plan on having it. I planned on working on a whip. I mean, I have all those, you can't see them right now, but we have all these project bags up there for Mania. I was like, oh, I'm just going to like spin my imaginary wheel and pick something. But then I got this amazing gift from Jen Lee and Cindy, and I had to start it. So you guys saw that pattern, and that again is from Twisted Threads, and it is called Spelling Bees. And so I have been working on that. This is a 16 count Aida, and it's like an oatmeal color, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's stitching beautifully.
It's like a honeycomb.
I love it. I'm already loving it. So that's how much I've probably worked about maybe 4 hours on it this week, if that. Probably not even 4 hours.
We were giddy because we got up extremely early this morning, got the house back to normal.
Yeah.
And then we were stitching the couch by 9.
That's true. Yes. Yeah. Back to normal because our kids were playing like crazy yesterday.
Oh man, our kids, they're awesome, but they're boys.
They're boys, yes. Okay, so yeah, that was what I've been working on.
Cool.
I thought we didn't have any finishes, but I do have 2 finishes I want to talk about.
You have finishes?
Yeah, so
accomplished.
Yes. If your name is Pamela or Stephanie and you are the Flosstube Just Keep Stitchin', please stop watching here. So we get to go see our friends this week, Pam and Steph.
Do not.
What?
Like, guys, don't see this.
Oh, yeah. Like, stop watching for real. That's okay. I'll just text Steph and be like, don't watch our Flosstube yet.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay, so Steph knows these are coming. She doesn't know what hers looks like, but we're going to see them this week. And Stephanie too has a huge love of Wizard of Oz, if you have not heard her talk about that. So when she saw that I got that Dorothy's Journey fabric, she was actually the one that was like, oh my goodness, look at this fabric that's coming out. And I was like, okay, well, it's bought because I love that fabric. So I made her this really awesome sew together bag. If you guys saw us at StitchCon, you know that I had one of these bags. Lots and lots and lots of people were like, oh, I've had that pattern, but it's so intimidating to make. I haven't even tried it yet. Let me just tell you, Mr. Domestic has a tutorial out on how to make this bag. He does not give you any of the measurements. He is assuming that you have the pattern in front of you so that there's no copyright infringement or anything like that. And he has, I believe he does have the approval of the pattern designer to do that video. And so all I did, I read through all of the instructions, could figure out what I needed to do, and then if I would get stumped, I would switch to YouTube and watch his tutorial step by step on how to put this bag together. So this one is Stephanie's, and it's got Wizard of Oz fabric on this side, and these cute little embellishments, and then super cute. Then the great thing about this bag, when you open it up, let me take this little thing out. When you open it up, it has all these zippers.
Amazing.
Yes. And each of them is totally functional. This is what I exclusively use for all of my stitching stuff now. It has all my stitching journal stuff in it. It has all of my needles, all of my scissors, and a set of needle minders, and you know, like all my little clippy things. And I mean, it just has so much stuff in it. It's like your
emergency bag for everything.
So then you unzip and like there's even more, right? So this is called, it's by SewDemented, and it's called the Sew Together bag. So if you have that pattern or if you're interested in making one of these, really his tutorial is phenomenal for helping you walk through it. Yeah, don't be
scared. He has a positive energy and he explains things very well.
Yes, he does. He is really great at explaining things. And so then I just made her a little... this is just a little flower needle case to go inside of it. And then she got a Wizard of Oz needle minder as well. Hers is a little Toto. So that is Stephanie's. So that is a finish for me because we're leaving and I get to go see her. And then the next one is Pam's. Now Pam, she likes Wizard of Oz because Stephanie likes Wizard of Oz. But Pam loves all things sea related. And so I went diving in my massive fabric stash and I found this awesome fabric with lighthouses and sailboats and these little girls all over it, and put some embellishments on it and used this fat quarter bundle. It is so cute. So then when you open hers, it's this beautiful red gingham, and then you open her zipper pouches. Let me get them opened. This bag is huge. Seriously, I want to nickname it the Mary Poppins bag because you can fill it with... Okay, sorry, the camera turned off.
Oops.
So you can open this and fill it with so much stuff. So she's got lobster pocket, like flag pocket. I mean, this fabric is absolutely adorable. And then this is all sailboats. And then she got a cute needle minder that is just one of the lobsters pulled from that line of fabric. And then this is her little needle case. It snaps together like that. You unsnap it, and this is, under this fabric right here is some fusible fleece, and so the needles will go in there perfectly. So, and then it also makes, this needle case is really great because then it also makes like these little pockets. So I clip some of my binding clips on here and store those in my bag just in case I should need those for my Q snaps or anything like that.
This thing's big, so my forearm, like from my watch band to my elbow, that's how long this bag is, and it's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And I seriously want to nickname it the Mary Poppins bag because I feel like you can just keep stuffing it full of things and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, it's awesome. It's really, really great. So those were the finishes for me this week. Like, I started and finished them in 2 days. So both those are super great.
She just whipped it up.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you have that pattern, don't be scared. I was really, really nervous. I've had that pattern. It came out in 2016. I've had that pattern since probably the fall of 2017, I think is when I got it. And I was too scared to do it. And I never took the class at my quilt shop, my local quilt shop. And so I was just too scared. And once I did it, I was like, this is wonderful. I'm so glad I did it. Yeah. So that was finishes for me, and you still have WIPs, so we're good to go.
Yep.
Okay, the next thing we have is mail call, and this is really exciting for us this week. So we got something in the mail last week right before we filmed our other Flosstube, and I apologize profusely for not showing it last week because this is way too amazing to even forget to show it. So I want to pull out the card, not read it on camera, but I want to pull it out so I make sure I get it. This is from Cindy Henderson and from It's Sew Cindy. It's Sew, S-E-W, Cindy. And she had won one of our giveaways. And I also, anyway, she had won one of our giveaways. And so she was sending us just a little thank you card for that. And she included something amazing that she made for us. Look how awesome this huge project bag is. Huge project bag. And if you can't see it from that far away, it is bees all over it. This is bees. The black is bees. This is all bees.
Phenomenal.
It is so cute. And just for size reference, I don't have a piece of paper. Okay, so you saw this pattern, right? That's a just standard 8.5 by 11. This guy fits down in here with no issues. Like, look how big this, it's awesome.
It's a big bag.
I'm so excited about it. And so, thank you so much, Cindy. We love this.
No, we love it.
We love it, but I will be taking it. So, I'm so excited about it. Thank you so very much. Yes. So, the next thing that we have for mail call is from Fat Quarter Shop. So, I'm sorry, you probably just heard that. I tipped the table with my leg.
Oopsie.
So the next thing we have is from Fat Quarter Shop. Now, if some of you guys have, I'm sure all of you have watched their Flosstube, and they are putting out a Fabric of the Month club. And right now that fabric is through Wichelt. And so they were gracious enough to send us 2 packages of Aida for this month. It is 14 count Aida because Kimberly knows that's our preference.
Yep. And
so this is in the color lamb's wool. And Wichelt packages from Fat Quarter Shop come in 18 by 25. And yeah, and so we got 2 of those, which is awesome. You can sign up for those thread count, or those, what is this called? Cloth of the Month Club through their website. So this is really great. Even if you're not just like a plain fabric kind of person, you can definitely use these as your base to dye. If you like to RIT dye or coffee dye, these are phenomenal, but I know that I really like just plain fabric sometimes, and so I'm really excited to have these. So you can definitely sign up through their website and enroll in that club. Kimberly sent us 2, 1 for each of us, so I'm really excited about that. So that was also part of mail call.
Awesome.
Yeah. So some other things that are going on right now. We have 24 hours of cross stitch coming up this weekend. It is August. Is it, let's see. I'm trying to think of the dates of it.
I'm trying to think of the dates we're gone. I don't have my phone next to me.
I know. Okay, I do. Let's see.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. We just stole that phrase from Pam and Steph. Sorry. Okay, it is August 9th, 10th, and 11th. And so,
is this round 4?
This is take 4, I do believe. Yes. 4. And so I will be participating in 24 hours of cross stitch. He is just going to kind of come and go as he can. He does work all weekend because we're gone most of this week for celebrating our 2 oldest boys' birthdays. And so he's going to kind of come and go as he can, but I'm going to wholeheartedly try to participate in 24 hours of cross stitch while simultaneously being a mom here. So I'm really excited. The kids are excited too. They love 24 hours of cross stitch because it means that they get a basket full of fun goodies.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity if you want to kind of like dive into your WIP stash and knock things out in consistent time and just get it out. If I was participating, that's probably what I would do. But I will participate as much as I can. Due to my work schedule.
So I think my plan of attack for 24 hours of cross stitch this round, I'm going to pull my Mania starts. I counted yesterday with Brandon, I think. I have 20, well now thanks to Jen and Cindy, I have 22 starts, or WIPs right now. So I'm going to pull my WIPs. 16 of them are from Mania. No, I have 1 finish from Mania, so 15 from Mania. I'm going to pull all of those and kind of make a roster list of the least amount of stitches still left and then the most amount. And I'm just going to go hour by hour and either start knocking those out or take an hour and focus on this project, the next hour and focus on this project, the next hour, and just kind of that way I'm always switching it up and keeping it interesting because I don't care that if I don't have any finishes, I don't have a goal in mind. But I just want to get some good stitches in for those 24 hours. Yeah. So
as long as there's a goal.
Yeah. So we'll be participating in that, and I'm really, really excited. The other thing that has been blowing our ever-loving minds.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, my goodness. You guys, we started on August 1st.
Man.
We started hashtag common threaded stitcher. Let me tell you a little bit of backstory. We got back from StitchCon and neither one of us could really put into words our experience there. It was phenomenal. It was great getting to meet so many other stitchers, so many like-minded people, and their creativeness and everything. And honestly, I just don't want to wait for another StitchCon or I don't want to wait for another retreat to meet people like that. And we introduced this last week that there's this thread that binds us all together, right? We have these common threads, these commonalities. And so we wanted to see what those were. And so we wanted to take 31 days in August and kind of figure out what those were. Today was a hilarious day.
Oh, man.
Sunday, it was your best 80s hairstyle. If you don't have a picture of your best 80s hairstyle, then post a picture from your past.
Yes.
We had so much fun. I was looking, Steph and I were sending pictures back and forth together last night. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, we were in a group chat with the launch team, and we were just having a ball.
Just a blast. Like, this has been so much fun. None of us could have ever even thought it would take off the way it has. We are on our 4th day. And when I looked this afternoon, we were at like I'm sorry. Let me not say it out loud. Let me look it up really quick. We're at 2.3 thousand posts in 4 days. You guys, this is so fun. One of my absolute favorite comments right now, post, is somebody posted a picture and she said, it was totally unrelated to today's prompt, but she posted a picture of some stitching and she said, now that I have a new addiction of reading all about hashtag common threaded stitcher, I've only put in about 10 stitches the last 2 days. And I love that. That is what I wanted out of this Instagram hop, is this really fun environment where we're all sharing and just posting fun pictures and just getting to know each other and not have any requirements, not anything. So if you have not joined in yet, please hop over to Instagram, use the hashtag common threaded stitcher. Be sure to to tag our launch team. That is super important to us because that means that we get to keep up with your post, and we get to see kind of the things that we're doing in this community, which is great. So that launch team is Debbie and Keph from Snug Harbor Crafts. We have Rika from House of Stitch and Stash. We have Jen Lee from Quirks and Stitches. We have
Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle Reckmeyer, and then we have Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitchin'. Then we have Brandi from Cooter on a Log. If you guys have not seen Cooter on a Log Instagram, you are doing life wrong. You have got to go over there. Cooter is hilarious. And so we're just having so much fun as a launch team. We are having so much fun in this hop. And so we want you guys to have to be a part of that as well. So,
and we are like reaching so many countries.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me?
I kind of like want to start a map of all the places that people said, because the very first day was introduce yourself. And do not feel like if you are 4 days behind, do not feel like you have to go and do day 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Don't have to.
Do you want to do that? Great. But don't feel like you have to. Just hop in on the day that you come in, and that's fine. Now, every morning about 7 o'clock, I have been posting the prompt. You're laughing because this morning I accidentally posted it to my personal page, and all my followers that are like my close friends and family, I don't have very many followers on there. All my followers were like, "What are you doing? What is this?
Wrong account.
Why are you posting this?" I was like, "Oh wait, that's not for this. That's for work." So anyway, so it's been super fun. I post the prompt about 7 o'clock in the morning, or we have a graphic with all the prompts for August so you can plan ahead, which is what we did because we're going to be out of town this coming week.
That's what you did. I haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it. It's on the to-do list.
Yep.
So anyway. All right. Well, I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
Guys, this has been an amazing experience.
Yes, it has been. I'm loving it.
Whole common threaded stitcher is just a piece of this glacier of how awesome this community is, and just seeing how far it's reaching is incredible, right? Like, it's just 9 people that just kind of
said, "Hey, do you want to do this?
You want to do this? Let's do it." And
I don't think any of us were prepared. Like that very first day, first of all, Instagram kept kicking me out. My phone, it kept freezing on my phone, kicking me out because I was just having so many things come in. And we had, I think we ended that day over 500 posts. And all of us, like we were laying down, I was laying down for bed reading through our messages to each other. And all of us were like,
mind blown.
This just broke the internet. Like, and I think Cooter even said, like, this will forever be known as the day the common threaded stitcher broke the internet. It's just been so funny. And then yesterday I said, by the end of this, I'm going to need a new phone. Like, my phone hates me right now, but it's been so much fun.
I think everybody's phone on this launch team hates its owner.
Yeah, true.
So
I'm going to have to give some big gifts to our launch team, I think. They've been amazing.
Yeah, they've been incredible and supportive, and thank you. Guys, and it's been awesome, and and I know we haven't obviously reached everyone, and there's people who are like, "Hey, I just saw this from a friend of mine," or saw, and it was just incredible to see how it's just working, and you know, and there's some great stories in there, some funny stories in there, some sad stories, but stories that we can all relate to, because we're human.
So many different reasons as to why people started cross stitch, and it's really interesting to see why people started or how they started or anything like that. So it's just really, really interesting, and I know you're going to find your new best stitchy friends out there.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be so great. In fact, the very last prompt for day 31 is post a picture of some new stitchy friends that you've met, and so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and it's just overwhelming in a great way.
Yeah,
it's perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Like just riding this wave with our best stitchy friends, and our best more stitchy friends are out there.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
And I'm excited. There's even a prompt for tell us what other crafty things you do. So I'm really excited to meet other quilters on here too. So, because I know you guys are out there. Yes. So, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the hive today. We've had a lot of fun with this Flosstube. Yep. We had a lot to show you. And so, yeah. So comment down below. We want to know, are you participating in 24 hours of cross stitch? If so, what are your plans for that? And 2, are you participating in the hashtag Common Threaded Stitcher? So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Hive today. We hope you guys have a lovely week, and we will see you next Monday.